Mail-in ballots will be sent to every registered voter in California because of the pandemic. But President Trump's recent attacks on the process and the Postal Service is raising concerns. The I-Team's Lolita Lopez has been looking into election security issues for years, and she joins us now with what's being done to protect your vote by mail. Lolita.
Yeah, Carolyn, election officials across the state and really nationwide say they're expecting more mail-in voting because of the pandemic, especially in Orange County. See, in the OC in previous elections, vote by mail accounted for little over 60% of the total votes cast. In the March primary, that number jumped to 82%.
Probably half the ballots cast will be before Election Day.
Orange County election headquarters getting ready to mail out ballots to all county registered voters. A process OC Registrar of Voters Neal Kelley says that happened here during the March primary, before California made it a requirement statewide for the November election. Andy says 8 out of 10 voters took advantage. What do you expect for November?
Based on the interest levels, I think we're probably going to see 95% use of vote by mail.
Ahead of the expected surge and as COVID-19 cases mounted, the county purchased this new sorting machine.
Let's say the signature's good and they're ready to open. They then go to this equipment here, which we open the ballot. And then they go into the scan room.
And that's where some major issues have been found in the past. The I-Team analyzed data from the Orange County Registrar's office. Hundreds of ballots had to be tossed in primary and general elections dating back to 2016 because of ballot errors.
Let's say a voter signs their ballot a different way than they've signed their original voter record, and we can't match the two up. That becomes a challenge.
In fact, signatures not matching voter records jumped dramatically, 121% from the 2018 primary to the 2020 primary. No signatures on envelopes, a common mistake. But now Kelley says if there is a problem, a new state law allows contact with voters to correct any issues.
We don't have a signature to match. Then we generate a letter that goes to the voter, and it says you forgot to sign your ballot. Here's an affidavit that you can sign, and you can return that to us, and then we can match that up to the ballot and open it.
Statewide ballots must be postmarked on or before Election Day, November 3rd. But the registrar will now accept votes that arrive up to 20 days after that, an extension of the 3-day grace period allowed in the past. And they're preparing for potential delays amid concerns that the U.S. Postal Service won't be able to handle the influx due in part to federal budget cuts.
We communicate with them. Look, we see a problem in the zip code. We need to fix it.
As for the overall security of your mail-in ballot,
in a mail ballot situation, we're comparing a signature. We're looking at the voter record. We're doing some additional checks that you wouldn't see on the in-person side. So it's a good, safe way to vote.
And we should note that rejected ballots account for about 1% or even less than that in OC voting. That's dating back to 2016 and is actually very similar to the national average. And you can actually track your ballot. In fact, in the OC, you can get text messages and actually track it along its route. There's a similar system for the entire state as well. We put all of that information on our website. That's NBCLA.com. For the I-Team, Lolita Lopez, NBC4 News.